All right, what's the solution to this equation? And you see that there is a divided by 3, there's a denominator of 3 on both of those fractions on the left-hand side. So what are we going to do? Let's multiply both sides by 3 to clear it out. Okay? I'm going to say, and this is a strategy that we learned, but let's do it anyway and talk about it. 3 parentheses, everything that's on the left-hand side, 2p over 3 plus 20 over 3 equals 3 parentheses, everything that's on the right side. When we multiply, we first just put the multiplier and then parentheses and everything that's already there inside. Next step, we will distribute that through. We're going to multiply each of these things by 3. So we would say, and you might know what the result is, but you're going to show it. You're going to show it anyway. You're going to say 3 parentheses 2p over 3, multiplying the first term, plus 3 parentheses 20 over 3, the second term, okay, equals 3 times 6. And now we're going to, we know that this divided by 3 gets canceled out by that times 3, and we're left with just 2p. Likewise, this divided by 3 on the 20, and this times 3 cancel out, so we just get plus 20. And then we have to actually do 3 times 6, which is 18. And now we can say 2p plus 20. Let's take away that 20 to isolate p, or the 2 p's initially. 18, take away 20. And we've got then 2p is equal to negative 2. We're taking away 2 more than what's there. Okay, and then we've got 2p divided by 2 equals negative 2 divided by 2, or p is equal to negative 1. Oops. There you go. Okay, so far at the bottom that it doesn't actually register that whole thing. There you go. Okay, let's do a proof on it. I'm going to do a proof in a different color because it'll be close together because this one kind of stuck off a lot. So we're stuck pretty far over to the right. Oops. Oh, having trouble with my controls. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Hopefully you didn't have to see all that. Now, original equation. Two p over 3 plus 20 over 3 equals 6. And now we say 2 parentheses. We think p is negative 1 over 3 plus 20 over 3 equals 6. Okay, 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. So we've got negative 2 over 3 plus 20 over 3 equals 6. Okay, and this is I'm just going to show you this because it's something that you can do. Because both of these things have a denominator of 3, we can write that denominator once and put what's on top, negative 2 plus 20, as the numerator. That's just something you can do. You can also take something like this, where 2 terms separated by plus or minus have the same one denominator. You can give each thing that denominator, like if you're going in reverse. But now we can say negative 2 plus 20 is 18. That's all over 3. Well, 6. And what is 18 when you divide it by 3? 18 divided by 3 is 6. So 6 equals 6. Check. Okay, one more on the next slide. All right. You can do this multiple ways. I'm going to do it one way, and I'm just going to talk about how you could do it another way. Let's first just let's forget about the fact that this has a fraction on it, and let's just subtract away this 20. Okay, so we can say 2p over 3 plus 20 minus 20 equals 10 minus 20. And we get 2p over 3 equals negative 10. Okay, now you could do this in 2 parts. You could say Let's do times 3 on both sides, and then divide it by 2. And you could do that. But I'm gonna just say I want you to see this as, and I'm just gonna rewrite it here as 2/3 p. That's the same thing. 2p over 3 is the same as 2/3 p. Okay, I just rewrote what it looks like because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal. If I ever want to clear off a fractional coefficient like that, I can just multiply by its reciprocal equals 3/2. Right? We're multiplying by 3/2, so we write 3/2, and then everything that's on that side goes in parentheses. Now, if you multiplied straight across here, you'd get 6 over 6p, or 1p, so we just say that's just p. And here, we say, okay, if we multiplied straight across, we get 3 times negative 10. Remember, that's over 1, but we don't write it. It's just invisible. 3 times negative 10, negative 30. And negative 30 divided by 2 is negative 15. You could also imagine canceling these two both by 2, so that becomes a 1, and that becomes a negative 5. And then if you multiplied that 3 times negative 5, you get negative 15. Either way, you end up with negative 15. And of course, we have to do a proof on this. So I'll do it in a different color. And we've got 2p over 3 plus 20 equals 10. And that's 2 parentheses, negative 15 over 3 plus 20 equals 10. Oops. And what is 2 times negative 15 up here on the top? I need to do that first, because remember, order of operations says this is an invisible parentheses around here, or really brackets in this case, and that would need to get done first. So 2 times negative 15 is negative 30 over 3 plus 20 equals 10. Okay, so negative 30 divided by 3 is negative 10. Negative 10 plus 20 equals 10. So therefore, negative 10 plus 20 is 10. 10 equals 10. Check. Okay. Don't get to this step and say, we know that those are equal, so I'm just going to leave it there. Until you have the exact same number on both sides, you're not done with the proof. Anyway, there you go.